If you're thinking about moving to the heart of Center City Philadelphia, you might find yourself deciding between two of the most sought-after neighborhoods in the city, the Rittenhouse Square and Society Hill neighborhoods. Both neighborhoods are amazing choices to call home, however, they offer very different living experiences. In this video, we're going to break down everything you need to know about these two iconic neighborhoods so that you can decide which one is the best fit for your lifestyle. So sit back, relax, and let's explore some of the best areas of Center City, Philadelphia. Hey everyone, this is Fuhrman and welcome to my channel, Living in Center City, Philadelphia. If you're hoping to make a lifestyle change and are trying to figure out what it's like to live in Center City, Philly, then this is the channel for you. So make sure to tap that subscribe button below and click that notification bell right next to it so you're notified each and every time we publish a brand new video for you. And we actually get a lot of folks reaching out to us that are looking to relocate to the Center City, Philly area, and we love helping them out on their journey. So if you're thinking about making a move, have any questions about the market, particular condo buildings, particular neighborhoods, even to the street level, really anything at all, don't hesitate to reach out. Just shoot us a quick email and we would love to help you out. Rittenhouse Square and Society Hill are iconic neighborhoods in Center City, Philadelphia, each really offering a distinct blend of character, charm, and lifestyle. Rittenhouse Square is a park and a neighborhood, and both are iconic. The neighborhood gets its name from the park itself, which is one of the original 5 public squares that William Penn laid out when designing the city. Located between Walnut Street and 18th Street, the park spans about 7 acres and is hands down one of the most popular and arguably the most beautiful of the city's public squares. Now, when people say Rittenhouse, they're usually talking about the upscale residential neighborhood that surrounds that public square, that park, Rittenhouse Park. Picture historic brownstones, modern luxury condos, high-end boutiques, and some of the best restaurants in the city. It's also home to a vibrant art scene and really plenty of cultural attractions here, which we'll talk about a little bit. Society Hill, on the other hand, is like stepping back into time, but in the best way possible. This neighborhood boasts some of the best preserved 18th and 19th century architecture, really anywhere in the country. Think cobblestone streets, charming townhomes, or what we call row homes, and stunning Georgian and federal-style mansions. Really, Society Hill is one of the most sought-after and iconic neighborhoods in all of Philadelphia. It's quiet, upscale, and oozes history from every corner. It's also home to another public square called Washington Square Park and plenty of other green space, making it feel residential and serene, even though you're just a short walk or Uber ride from all the excitement of Center City. So, where are these neighborhoods located? Well, Rittenhouse Square is located in the heart of Center City, bordered by Market Street to the north, South Street to the south, or Pine or Lombard Street, really just depending on your perspective, Broad Street to the east, and the Schuylkill River to the west. Though there is another neighborhood within this area called Fitler Square that starts typically around 21st Street or 22nd, depending on who you talk to, and goes west towards the river. Fitler Square is one of the most desirable neighborhoods in all of the city, but that's for another video, which I'll link in the description below. Now, Rittenhouse Square's central location makes it a prime spot for those who want to be surrounded really by the energy of the city, the hustle and bustle, with quick access to major office hubs, the Avenue of the Arts, and University City to the west. Society Hill, on the other hand, is located on the other side of Center City. It's bordered roughly by Walnut Street to the north, Lombard Street to the south, Front Street to the east, or you can just think the Delaware River, and 8th Street to the west. Its location puts it closer to the historic parts of the city like Old City, Independence Hall, and Penn's Landing. Now let's talk about the vibe of each neighborhood and what they offer. Now, as the heart of Center City, Rittenhouse Square buzzes with activity. In this neighborhood, you're gonna have a plethora of restaurants that you can easily walk to, offering really incredible dining scenes here. From upscale fine dining to cafes, bars, restaurants, lots of great coffee shops, international cuisine, and a whole lot of nightlife, this neighborhood really caters towards every palate. One of my favorite restaurants is actually located right here in the heart of Rittenhouse Square, called the Dandelion. Rittenhouse Square is also known for its high-end shopping with many designer brands and upscale stores along Walnut Street. You've got lots of familiar favorites here, from the Apple Store to Warby Parker, Lululemon, and things like that, but you're also going to have local boutiques as well. The Rittenhouse Square neighborhood is more than just dining and a shopping destination. It's also a hub for arts and culture. The neighborhood is really just steps away from the Avenue of the Arts along Broad Street, which is home to some iconic venues like the Kimmel Center for Performing Arts, the Academy of Music, and various other theaters. Rittenhouse itself has the Curtis Institute, the coveted music school, and the ABBA, the Academy of Vocal Arts here, where you can experience opera and different things like that. So whether you're into Broadway productions, orchestra, opera, or theater, there's always something happening in Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse really does have a lot to offer. Being in the heart of the city, you're surrounded by the energy and excitement of Center City naturally, yet you're not too far from the peaceful escape of green space. The 7-acre Rittenhouse Square Park provides a refreshing contrast to the urban buzz in the area. So unwind, take a walk, have a picnic with family or friends, or simply enjoy a relaxing afternoon under the shade of the trees here. And don't forget about the Schuylkill River Park, which is just to the west of Rittenhouse. It's really walkable from a lot of areas. There's a kids' playground there, a large and small dog park there, plus the massive Schuylkill River Trail where you can run up and down the Schuylkill River with some stellar views of the city. Really, I think this is one of the best amenities in all of Center City, Philly. It's hard to describe how awesome this amenity really is, especially if you love fitness and the outdoors, without seeing it in person yourself. In a busy city, having these open and green spaces are really critical to your mental and physical health. So potentially consider that when deciding which neighborhood to be in. Now let's shift our focus to Society Hill. This neighborhood offers a completely different vibe, one that is steeped in elegance, tranquility, and charm. From its cobblestone streets and colonial-era architecture to its lush parks and proximity to Philadelphia's most historic landmarks, Society Hill provides a peaceful yet upscale living experience that really feels like a step back in time. Society Hill is one of the oldest neighborhoods in Philadelphia, really where Philadelphia began to take shape. After Old City, Society Hill is probably the most historic neighborhood in all of the city. According to the Society Hill Civic Association, Society Hill contains the largest concentration of 18th and 19th century buildings in the entire United States. Now, most of Society Hill is going to have a more residential feel than Rittenhouse, though it does depend on which part of which neighborhood you compare. As it's slightly removed from the heart of Center City, Society Hill will offer more peace and tranquility. A lot of the neighborhood really does have a quieter, more low-key vibe here. Many areas are great for families with plenty of green spaces, parks, and gardens, like the one we talked about earlier, the Washington Square Park, and also the Three Bears Park kind of hidden and tucked away in Society Hill. Though Society Hill has a residential vibe, you're not far from plenty of action. There are restaurants, bars, and nightlife really close by, like Rittenhouse Square, for example, depending on where you're at in Society Hill, is very close by and offers a great farmers market, events, and lots of restaurants around that particular area and bars as well. And South Street is also just around the corner with its vibrant nightlife there. Now, if you're considering these neighborhoods, let's talk about real estate. Rittenhouse Square offers a diverse array of housing options, catering to various preferences and lifestyle. The neighborhood features historic brownstones, low-rise condos, mid-rise condos, and high-rise condos, really providing a range of basically everything here for the homeowner. You'll see that some of the townhomes and condo buildings are older in the area, but there are some that have been recently renovated or brand new condo buildings as well. To give you an idea of pricing, the median home price in Rittenhouse Square around December of 2024, according to Realtor.com, was somewhere around $750,000. So what does that mean for your budget? Well, if you're looking for a decent one-bedroom, you're going to be looking at somewhere between $300,000 to $500,000 and going up from there. For a decent two-bedroom, you're going to want to budget up at least $400,000, going up to $900,000. And really in the millions if you want a very nice two-bed luxury condo. And for a 3-bedroom plus townhome, you'll want a healthy budget, really north of $900,000, but easily starting at the millions and going up from there. Rittenhouse does have such a mix of housing options. You could be right in the park, that Rittenhouse Square that we talked about, in a high-rise condo building. You could be tucked into a classic Philly Trinity. You can be in a boutique mid-rise condo building, or living large in your very own row home here. There are also smaller condo buildings that used to be a large family townhome, maybe like a mansion, that have been converted into what we call a condo conversion, with 2 to 5 units now in the building. Rittenhouse is the perfect blend of city energy and a quiet residential feel. For a lot of people, it's really the best of both worlds, urban living without giving up some comfort. Now let's talk about real estate in Society Hill. Society Hill offers a variety of housing options as well, including charming 18th and early 19th century homes, as we mentioned earlier in this video, and many with remodeled interiors, which, of course, you're probably going to be looking for because those are going to be really old if they were not remodeled. You'll also have mid and high-rise condo buildings, especially those on Washington Square Park. And for ultra-modern luxury, check out 500 Walnut, a stunning condominium building overlooking Independence Square, with prices starting in the multiple millions of dollars. Also, the iconic Society Hill Towers, designed by the architect who created the Louvre, features 3 30-story buildings over 600 units on 5 acres. It's really an impressive feat. However, there are certainly less taller condo buildings in Society Hill compared to Rittenhouse, so there's definitely a different vibe here with condo buildings. To give you an idea of pricing in Society Hill, the median home price was somewhere around $700,000 as of December 2024, according to Realtor.com. So for condos in Society Hill, you can expect a 1-bedroom to be somewhere between $300,000 to $500,000. A 2-bed condo somewhere between $600,000 to $800,000. Ultra new luxury condos to be $1 million and greater, and a 3-bedroom townhome to be somewhere north of $900,000, easily north of $1 million, and they go into the $2 to $3 millions in this area as well. So what about getting around in these neighborhoods? Well, both Rittenhouse Square and Society Hill offer exceptional walkability, though the vibe and accessibilities do vary slightly from one neighborhood to the next. In Rittenhouse Square, living in the heart of the city, it's going to have its perks here because it's going to be very pedestrian friendly, close to cafes, shops, grocery stores, and restaurants. All of that is going to be here. So it's very easy to live car-free in this particular area, and access to public transportation is really convenient from Rittenhouse. And that would include the 30th Street Station, which has regional trains and Amtrak if you're going out of the city. Now, on the other hand, Society Hill, as mentioned, is a quieter, more laid-back vibe, but it's still very convenient. It's not as bustling as Rittenhouse, but you're still close to Old City and South Street for restaurants, etc. in those particular areas, and close to Rittenhouse Square that we talked about earlier, really great amenity for the area. And public transportation is also accessible, but it's probably going to be via bus and not a subway in this particular area. However, Rittenhouse Square is definitely more walkable overall when you consider all factors. As mentioned, each neighborhood is large enough that there are small micro pockets in each particular area, so it really depends on which part of which area you're comparing to which part of the other area. And as a local realtor expert consultant in both of these neighborhoods, I regularly help clients decide which particular pockets of which particular neighborhood is best for them and their family. Don't hesitate to reach out and let me know exactly what you're looking for, and I'd love to help you out. Now, which neighborhood should you choose? Well, if you thrive in a vibrant, bustling, urban environment where everything is at your fingertips, Rittenhouse Square is potentially the perfect place for you. The neighborhood is ideal for those who want to be in the heart of the action, and Rittenhouse really offers a blend of all of that, the culture, convenience, and the luxury here. It's perfect for professionals, empty nesters, and retirees looking for a change, young families, and really anyone that loves that energy of the city. Plus, the park, as the green oasis that we talked about earlier, the Rittenhouse Square, and the Schuylkill River Trail offer great options here for the urban tranquility. So whether into fitness or art or simply having everything that you need within walking distance, Rittenhouse Square has it all. On the other hand, if you're seeking a more quiet, quintessential Philly vibe with the charm of cobblestone streets and colonial-era architecture, Society Hill might be a better fit for you. It offers a peaceful, residential feel right in the heart of the city, making it a perfect choice for anyone who values history, serenity, and a little bit of a slower pace of life, yet still being convenient to all of the action, a quick walk, bus, or Uber trip away. In summary, why would you want to live in Society Hill? Well, because it offers the quintessential Philadelphia living experience. Here's a review I found online that I think sums up Society Hill pretty well. Living in Society Hill is the quintessential Philadelphia living experience. Every day, I'm surrounded by historic row homes, brick sidewalks, quaint cobblestone alleys, and tree-lined streets. I'm within walking distance to some of the best restaurants in the city, offering cuisine from around the world. It strikes the perfect balance between family-friendly and lively, with tons of great bars and nightlight. I can even walk past Independence Hall and the Liberty Bell on my way to work. How amazing is that? So, whether you're drawn to the energy and convenience of Rittenhouse Square or the historic charm and the peaceful vibes of Society Hill, both of these neighborhoods offer something truly special. It really comes down to your lifestyle and what fits you best. And if you want to learn about other Center City neighborhoods, check out my neighborhood playlist right here.